Welcome to Area DMG.
Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Phil Wesley, the Mal, and today we are going to go ahead and unbox exactly what you saw in the thumbnail. And it is a, well, this actually doesn't have anything to do with the 2021 release of Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the video game. It has more to do with the movie, sort of, and the comic. Kind of. This is the 2018 Summer Convention. God, remember those? Limited edition VYNL Scott Pilgrim versus the World. With Scott Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers. I figured I'd go ahead and open this thing up because, like, oh, what is that? Something on here. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that's from, like, price tags. You know that price tag stuff? Or is it something? Something was there. What was there? Strange. Anywho, there was... Oh, okay. So yeah, that's like, this was on sale. So there was still a little bit of that sticky stuff, that residue from stickers that you pull off. Yeah. Anywho... Here we go. This is the VYNL Scott Pilgrim versus the World for Scott Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers. Here's the top part of it. The back part of it, you have the person who played Ramona Flowers, the person who played Scott Pilgrim in the Universal movie from Funko. But unlike normal Funko Pops, which I would show one, but they're too far away. This is the VYNL collection, so it's slightly different. Also, I kind of feel it's okay to do this one, like, so close to Valentine's Day, and also because the game is out, and you know, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, people might appreciate that. Anywho, we're gonna get right into it. This is not gonna be a long video. Yay, what's this? Huh, neat little backdrop. That's neat. I like how that's digitized too. The game itself, though, sorry, the show and the comic itself, though, is kind of known for its bountiful or tons of video game references. Got a little stand here for each of the characters. There's Ramona Flowers, you know, the model for a lot of tragically misunderstood youth. Because, like, to be perfectly honest, a lot of people don't understand that you're not actually supposed to, like these characters. You're supposed to look at Ramona Flowers and Scott Pilgrim as Scott Pilgrim is an awful human being and Ramona Flowers is actually worse. And they kind of go through, the pain they go through is kind of what they need to. And it's about, well, oh look, this moves, cool. He's kind of trying to overcome negative aspects of himself. Which, by the way, if you get into like a relationship and there is an abnormal amount of crazy in that person's background, that is a huge red flag. I feel like Scott Pilgrim, though, kind of like Scott Pilgrim versus the World is a great little movie version of a much better comic. The comic is pretty good, but you're not really supposed to root for Scott Pilgrim, except for like for him to learn kind of a lesson. Because he's not a good character. Neither is Ramona Flowers. Ramona Flowers is toxic. These people are very toxic. Yeah, if you have a person who's got like a abnormal amount of crazy people in their background, the amount of abnormal crazy people, the one defining factor between all those crazy people is them. Now, that doesn't mean that they're crazy, or they're bad, or toxic. It could also mean they have a bad person picker, I guess is the best way to put it. The thing about it, though, is if people tell you they're toxic, and they tell you you shouldn't pursue a relationship with them, and they tell you they're toxic, believe them. Always believe them. You will save so much time and learn to walk away. The thing is, that Scott Pilgrim doesn't know what he wants or when to walk away from these things. So that's why he ends up having to fight her 7 evil exes. At the end of like the comic, they kind of all learn stuff. But I think what happened was most people looked at the film and thought it was supposed to be romantic. You're not supposed to idolize Scott Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers. They're toxic and bad. That's the point. It's kind of like BoJack Horseman or the Joker movie or so many other things. You see people idolize these characters that aren't healthy. That said, it's a funny movie. It's a pretty decent little comedy, and Scott Pilgrim, the main character, does learn a lesson at the end of it. I really feel he's so unfair to Knives. I feel bad for her. Knives, actually. That's the character I feel bad for. The other characters, no, not so much. That said, these are pretty great. I think these are great. I like the game, I like the comic, and I like the movie. For different reasons than like you would normally think, really. Because like the movie's funny, but kind of like, say, if you've ever seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, when you're going back through that, you look at that and you realize, wow, Clementine is super toxic. And it's done in reverse, so none of the characters, they eventually, when they're given their memories back, they're given a gift. They can choose whether or not, like, wow, now we know all this toxicity about each other. Can we make this work again? And you know what? Yeah, like, that's kind of a weird one because, like, it's about rewiring the brain. And yeah, that toxicity that some people have, narcissism, all that stuff there, that is a brain dysfunction. They are brain damaged. They're kind of evil. I kind of feel like the characters in this film kind of embody some pop versions of that. So you shouldn't look up to them at all. But, oh my gosh, these are great, and that game is a lot of fun. They fixed a bunch of the problems that the game had on the Xbox 360 and PS3 and all that. And so the newer version that's out actually has all the improvements, all the DLC, it's better balanced, it's just a slightly better game than it was years ago, and that's good. Although if you want a really good fighter, check out River City Girls, that's pretty good. I also recommend Mother Russia Bleeds, that one's good. Yeah. And Super Punch Patrol is a fun little one. Although, to be perfectly honest, people should just, like, get Streets of Rage 2 and Streets of Rage 4 and Streets of Rage 3. Just get the Sega Genesis collection that's on the Switch. And then get Streets of Rage 4, and you are good. That has a decent version of Golden Axe on it, too. Until the day that someday we get, like, Sega releasing arcade versions of those. But anyways, I've been talking about beat 'em ups, and I should probably show you these characters a little bit closer to the screen. Look! These are adorable. They're going to look nice on a shelf. And they're artistic. I like that style. But I'm just kind of a little weird in that, like, I like art and statues and figures and stuff. So, at some point, I'll have to clean up a little bit and, like, show y'all, like, the apartment and stuff. And she'll be like, hey, here's art, statues and stuff. I will do a collection video at some point this year for y'all. Maybe this month. Who knows? But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Are these adorable or not? I think they're pretty great. Hit that thumbs up, the share button, the subscribe button. Is that where she pulls that out from Hammerspace? You know, like, anyways. But yeah, hit that thumbs up, share button, subscribe button, all that jazz. And then ring that little bell so you're notified whenever we have a brand new video here in Area DMG. And until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.
Morning, Maya.